Now on Nightside, math scores are slowly starting to improve at the University of Idaho after years of students failing because of the pandemic. The changes professors made to help them catch up.
I'm tracking a storm that will bring the first measurable snowfall of the season for many of us. What to expect where you live in the First Alert forecast.
And the Spokane Velocity could make history. Where to watch the big game. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, a teenager from Garfield is facing charges for making bomb threats and other hoax calls across the nation. Thank you for staying up with Nightside. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Back in June, investigators say this 15-year-old called 911 and reported he was holding a child hostage at St. Joseph Regional Medical Center in Lewiston, causing police to put the hospital on lockdown. Lewiston police later determined the call was a hoax. Police say the same number called their department 6 times during a 3-day period, including to report they had placed bombs around the police station. The teen is also accused of making or being an accomplice to threats made in 9 other states, including Washington and as far away as New York. Well, in Grant County, investigators in Ephrata are trying to find the person behind threats made online toward multiple schools in the area. Those threats forcing the district to cancel school today. Investigators say the threats were made last night, a few days after another threat was made online toward Ephrata High School and multiple students. That threat is said to have stemmed from a fight between 2 students earlier in the week. One juvenile was taken into custody for those earlier threats and was released. Ephrata police say that the suspect is not connected to the threats made last night. This is still developing. As soon as we get more details, we will let you know. And new on Nightside, 2 teenage boys have been arrested for stealing guns out of cars in Coeur d'Alene this week. A 16 and 17-year-old are responsible for at least 6 vehicle burglaries that happened between November 11th and November 14th in the area of North Corkseleys Parkway and West Hanley Avenue. That's according to the Coeur d'Alene Police Department. The younger teenager was arrested yesterday and admitted to his part in the crimes. He also said he and other people were responsible for more burglaries that haven't yet been reported. The 17-year-old was arrested today. Both are in the Kootenai County Juvenile Detention Center. Well, these 3 Spokane County deputies will not face charges for shooting and killing a suspected child rapist in Deer Park earlier this year. That is according to the county prosecutor's office. That shooting happened back in March when deputies went to the home of Donald Hegel. He was wanted for child rape and molestation charges out of Stevens County. Eventually, an hours-long standoff occurred, during which Hegel repeatedly told law enforcement to, quote, shoot me. SWAT then entered his home where Hegel was armed with a replica firearm. And that is when 3 deputies opened fire, killing Hegel. The prosecutor's office says the deputies were justified in their use of deadly force. Lawyers for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students want to know if the police lied or misled a judge to get a search warrant. Brian Kohberger's lawyers are requesting a hearing to see if his 4th Amendment rights were violated. And that is the amendment that protects you from unlawful search and seizure. According to court documents, investigators found a knife sheath in the home where Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were killed. DNA found on that sheath was used through a genetic genealogy website to identify Kohberger as a possible suspect. Police used that information to link him to the murders, coupled with the fact that Kohberger had a white vehicle similar to the one captured on video at the scene of the crime. It is the genetic genealogy that has defense attorneys wanting the judge to throw out much of the evidence in this case. And they also want any evidence collected from search warrants obtained based on the genetic genealogy, which includes everything found in Kohberger's apartment and at his parents' house. As of now, no date is set for when arguments will be heard. Well, kids have been back in the classroom for years now, but learning loss from the pandemic is still a concern for many parents. Professors at the University of Idaho knew it was time to make a change to their curriculum when they noticed students were not showing success in introductory math courses. You can see here in this graph from 2019 until 2021, there was a steep increase in U of I students who were earning a D or lower in their introductory math courses. And while the percentage slightly improved in 2022 and 2023, last year, there was still a little more than 40% of students who were not passing Math 108. Tim Boster joined the University of Idaho faculty last year, ready to organize a change in curriculum. And together with his colleagues, he reworked the first 2 introductory math courses at the university to streamline the content. Now, more than 50% more students are on track to pass the course than in years past.
We're seeing that in the passing rates, we're seeing that in the test scores, but we're also seeing it in the students' attitudes towards mathematics and what they're doing in the classroom.
Boster says that since returning to in-person classes, he challenges his students to explain what they're learning to their classmates, which helps them understand how concepts build on each other. He says that 50% more students are now on track to pass this semester than in years past. Starting this weekend, the ice skating rinks open in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. In Riverfront Park, the Numerica skating ribbon will officially open tomorrow. It will run most days through February. Right now, unlimited ice pass holders are enjoying a preview night, and you can get your pass at a discount only through the 22nd. That is next Friday. So go get it now. We have the link on KXLY.com. Ice skating is also returning to McEwen Park. Tonight is the soft opening of CDA on ice. From now through January 20th, you can do a few laps around the rink, sip some hot cocoa, and if skating's not your thing, you can rent one of those igloos as well. I love ice skating, and so does Chris Crocker.
Yes,
it reminds
I do.
It's almost like dancing, you know? Get out the same endorphins.
Absolutely, and we have so many great places to ice skate. Won't be long before our ponds will be freezing over, but not quite yet. However, I do have some wintry weather to tell you about this weekend. It's Saturday night into Sunday, the first chance to see measurable snow right in Spokane. You may have had some snow at your house if you are watching from Spirit Lake or even parts of the upper benches around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, but that is coming in late. Unfortunately, if you like snow, it is going to melt as we warm up to a high of 44 on Sunday, and it all turns to rain. Here's our chance of an inch or more of snow. Measurable snow is 1/10 of an inch, so I think that's a slam dunk for Spokane, but I don't think we're going to get an inch. There's only a 10% chance of that, 70% chance in Coeur d'Alene, up to 95 for Sandpoint and Newport, 85 in Colville, and only a 15% chance in Pullman. And even if you do get that snow, it will likely melt, so you'll have to measure it quickly Saturday night into Sunday morning. We have a few isolated showers over the Palouse right now, and as we take a look at our forecast radar, you may see a flurry or two overnight tonight, but the main bulk of the moisture is coming in late Saturday. Here's Saturday at 7 o'clock with some snow throughout the Northeast Mountains, the Okanagan Highlands, and the East Slopes. Rain through the Columbia Basin, and it's rain turning to snow in Spokane County. That will all be snow by 9 o'clock tomorrow night, staying as snow until about 2 a.m. and then it starts transitioning over to rain, and we will have wave after wave of rain. Here's Sunday at noon through the day on Sunday. Finally, Sunday evening, we're going to start drying out. If you've got some outdoor things to do, get them done in the morning tomorrow, and then we bring in at least a slight chance of snow in the afternoon. More likely that is going to hold off until tomorrow evening. I will be back with your 7-day forecast. There's more wet weather to talk about, plus an update on some fog developing around the region this evening. Kirsten.
Fernandez, an inaugural season that just won't end.
The Spokane Velocity's magical playoff run is still alive, courtesy of this penalty kick last Saturday. That goal punched Spokane's ticket to the USL League One championship, slated for this Sunday. And if Spokane wins, they'll be the first team in USL League One history to take home a championship in their inaugural season. So there's a lot of excitement building around this team, and we've seen it throughout the city.
And to bring home a championship first season as an expansion team would be unreal. It would be quite an experience for all of us.
Flat Stick is hosting the team's official watch party this Sunday. Doors open at 10 a.m. and the owner there says you better get there early as tables have gone fast during the past few watch parties. Again, kickoff is at noon on Sunday.
Gonzaga and UMass Lowell men's basketball had never met before tonight, but the Riverhawks could wish that date never came after a brutal Bulldog beatdown, one where the Zags started red hot but never slowed down. Now, Gonzaga won 113-54 at a game that featured 6 players scoring double digits and a career day for Khalif Battle, who shot a perfect 4 for 4 from 3, 7 for 10 from the field, scoring 21 points. The Zags held UMass Lowell's leading scorer to a season-low 10 points and 0 for 3 from deep. We spoke with head coach Mark Few post-game about how they were able to remain so explosive game after game.
Everybody's kind of understanding that we're going to have to share these minutes, so I think they're just trying to give it all they got when they do get in the game, and you know, you got a team that likes to pass, so and then, you know, obviously we play with great pace, so when we do get stops and turnovers and things like that, they can get out there and make those kind of plays.
Gonzaga now sees if they can continue this explosiveness into their first true road game coming this Monday at San Diego State, and a preview for the new Pac-12. Now, don't go anywhere. We'll have full game highlights coming up in our main sports blog, plus plenty more high school football playoffs and Washington State basketball on the road.
All right, Jack, thank you. Many leaders from around Spokane spoke at the service for Reverend Happy Watkins. Hear what they had to say, plus how 2 local Native American tribes are working together to restore the buffalo population to our area.
Beautiful pick of the night tonight. This one from Mark Vogt. Schweitzer Mountain reflected in the water below, the juxtaposition of the green with the white. I love it. And what a moody sky. He captured this image this morning. There'll be snow on some of those trees tomorrow. I'll tell you all about it after the break.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yokes Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yokes has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yokes Fresh Market.
There's no place like the road home. Receive a $5,500 bonus on a new 2024 Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid during the Season of Audi sales event.
Are you ready to rock back and forth? Does God ever call you and ask you for stuff?
I heart you. Can we get rid of that?
Jimmy Kimmel Live, new weeknights on ABC. 4 News Now is brought to you in part by the mustard seed.
We have a moose family to show you, and they are roaming the South Hill. These pictures show them hanging out right near Winescape Winery this morning. And it looks like the 2 bulls, a cow and a calf, have been in the area for a while now. They were seen along Glenrose Road yesterday. Definitely something drivers in the area should keep an eye out for. Well, that is the sound of buffalo being released onto the Colville Reservation. The animal holds a strong significance to the indigenous community, and in recent years, Upper Columbia tribes have been making an effort to restore the buffalo population. The Kalispel tribe gifted 10 buffalo to the Colville Confederation of Tribes on November 5th, following their gift of 33 last year.
Somebody needs to speak for them, and that's our responsibility, not just with the animals, but with the land.
Both tribes expressed a strong honor for these animals that to them represent resilience and sustenance. You can catch the exclusive look KXLY got of this new herd on the Colville Reservation tomorrow on a special edition of 4 News Now following Saturday Night Football. That's around 8 o'clock. Exciting to see that.
It is, and I will tune in because the weather is not going to be great to be out and about tomorrow night.
Get all cozy.
Yeah, good night to stay inside and watch some football and some news. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. Some patchy fog tonight through tomorrow morning. The snow comes in late Saturday. Snow will turn to rain by early Sunday morning, a very wet Sunday. More snow off and on through next week, but it looks like it's going to be very similar. A little bit of snow, then some rain, some melting. I don't know if you'll even need to bring out the shovel. Right now, here's a live view over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. The Chiefs fans are all home now. We're starting to see some fog developing along the river, and it is 35 degrees. Watch for those slick spots where the fog is freezing to the roadway. They're also reporting some light mist out of the fog at Spokane International Airport, where visibility right now is down to less than 1/4 of a mile. Also very thick around Deer Park. I was going to show a camera of it, but it's just white. You can't even tell where the airport is. Clearer as we head further out into Spokane Valley and Hayden. Our chance of snow tomorrow, you may encounter a sprinkle or a flurry as early as the afternoon. Our odds of wet weather increase as we get into the evening and really jump into the overnight. Snow at first, and then that transition to rain will happen later. Now we're going to take a very close look at some of the snowfall totals we can expect with this system, because the snow line is everything and our microclimates are really coming into play. Right through the I-90 corridor, right in downtown, we're going to just see a very light amount of snow. And if you don't measure it as it falls, it may melt by the time people are up and about on Sunday morning with nothing to show for it. A little bit more out on the West Plains, down in the Moran Prairie, further north around 5 Mile Orchard Prairie, a little over a ½ inch in those locations. Further to the east, Otis Orchard's a ½ inch. Go up to Newman Lake, you're pushing 2 inches of snow, but only 3/10 of an inch in Post Falls and not much to measure in Liberty Lake. Even further to the east, Coeur d'Alene over a ½ inch. That will be the case at Hayden Lake. Meanwhile, Hayden, Rathdrum, over an inch in Hauser. Further to the north, even a little bit more. Many locations over 2 inches of snow. Once we get a little elevation, 11 inches of snow at Mount Spokane. The purple shaded area is a winter weather advisory, but it's a winter storm warning for the mountains of the central panhandle as well as the Cascades. And that is where we're going to run into some serious problems with travel, particularly Stevens Pass, but Snoqualmie and Lookout also looking for a big week weekend of snow and wet weather. It's all rain by Sunday morning. Then it's a mix of snow and rain on Monday, more of the same through the 7-day forecast as our temperatures go from right around freezing up into the 40s.
All right, so it's just a little taste.
Just a preview. There's more to come. I'm certain of that.
That's right. All right. Thank you, Chris. Hundreds of people gathered today to celebrate the life and legacy of activist and pastor Happy Watkins. Reverend Watkins is probably best known for his work as a civil rights activist and co-founding the annual MLK March. NAACP President Lisa Gardner and MLK Center Executive Director Frida Gandy both thanked Happy for his mentorship.
And so I'm proud to say that I'm a child of the community. I'm a child of the community of the late Ivan Bush, and I'm a child of the community of a late Reverend Percy Happy Watkins.
Fellow pastors, community leaders, and even Mayor Lisa Brown gave their thanks to Reverend Watkins for everything he gave to the Spokane community. Well, it is usually known as a male hormone, but an increasing number of women are taking testosterone, and many are seeking it out after hearing about it on social media. We'll tell you why coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
They can make cleaning up a breeze. Disinfecting wipes are ready to use and can kill germs fast, but are they doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your kids? Learn the risks and what you can use instead. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
The Black Friday sale is on at Walker's Furniture with the biggest store-wide savings of the year.
Including a double sales tax discount or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the NADA bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for the full list of our very merry MeTV holiday programming.
Watch over the air in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene on MeTV 4.2.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now is brought to you by Rebath Spokane.
Welcome back. A second case of chronic wasting disease has been found in Spokane County. According to Fish and Wildlife, it was found in a white-tailed deer killed at the start of the season. It was harvested close to where the first case was found in the Fairwood area of Spokane County over the summer. As of now, there have been no cases of chronic wasting disease transferred to any domestic animals in the area. Well, women and testosterone. An increasing number of women are taking the hormone, and many are seeking it out after hearing about it on social media. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim with a look at why and what doctors are saying.
I have been on testosterone pellets for 1 year, and this is how it's going.
This morning, testosterone is taking over TikTok.
We are done, you guys.
Women now sharing their experience with the hormone, the hashtags testosterone for women and women taking testosterone, contributing to nearly 2 million views.
In this particular arena, there are not enough studies to give us the answers we need so we can prescribe it safely.
Testosterone is an essential hormone for both men and women, playing an important role in muscle growth and cognitive function. Experts say too little of the hormone can lead to changes in mood, cognition, and decreased libido.
Let's give me my first testosterone injection.
44-year-old Brenda Anderson in Salt Lake City found that testosterone injections under medical supervision were beneficial. After feeling lethargic and just not like herself, her doctor recommended the treatment back in July.
I feel like my energy levels are back. I feel like I can work the full day and enjoy my family and enjoy the things I want to do without feeling that high level of fatigue that I was experiencing before.
This is day one of taking testosterone.
At 23 years old, Grayson Smith from Austin, Texas, felt sluggish and tired in the afternoons. She says a blood test showed she had low testosterone, a nurse recommending a cream as a supplement.
Now I have so much more energy and motivation, even feeling good makes me feel like I can do more. It's changed my life so much.
While women like Grayson and Brenda say it's helping them, doctors say proceed with caution.
Testosterone treatment is not the fountain of youth and can in fact be harmful, particularly in younger women.
Testosterone is currently not FDA approved for women. The American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology has expressed concern about its safety in women. While the hormone has been used by some in perimenopause and menopause, in most cases, doctors say testosterone treatments should not be given to women under 40.
If you're feeling tired, testosterone is not the answer. You should make an appointment with your doctor and get a good physical to see if there's an underlying cause.
Gonzaga men's basketball in a big game tonight against a brand new opponent. Jack has the highlights next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Aligned Family Chiropractic.
5 couples remain.
Who has what it takes to make it to the finale?
It's the semifinals on Dancing with the Stars.
Are you ready? Come on, 'cause I'm coming to get you. Get you.
The pressure is on. You need to get me a heart attack.
Vote to keep your favorite stars in the competition.
You are amazing.
The Dancing with the Stars semifinals live Tuesday on ABC and Disney Plus. Next day on Hulu.
Bigger, brighter, and better than ever. Check in on the new Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. We've just completed a major expansion, adding more amenities to elevate your guest experience to new heights.
So, what are you waiting for?
BECU isn't like other financial institutions, and the difference is people. Because we're not for profit, there's no boardroom of billionaires maximizing their margins. Our biggest stakeholders are people like you. It's our members who make money meaningful, so we focus on helping them thrive. It's the art student bringing beauty to his community that makes a college loan matter. It's the mother building her family's foundation that makes a mortgage matter. And at BECU, it's helping people that matters. BECU, we're here to help.
My name is Stephen, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
Feel the power of big win energy at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, where the winning never stops. Last month, our guests scored big with thrilling jackpots and exciting payouts. Are you ready to elevate your winning?
If you ask Gonzaga fans the past couple weeks, how could this season be on a better start? Well, it's hard to deny a blowout-ranked dub, followed by a heart-pounding comeback win to open up the year. But Game 3 featured a less stressful way to win, just pure and utter scorched earth domination. Now, in the opening half, Caleb Battle had a monster game against ASU, and he helps out Graham Ike with a nice assist, followed by the big man finish. 2 of his 6 first-half points. But later on, Ryan Nimhart, you're watching right there, the beautiful move. Nolan Hickman now trying to get it down, but Caleb Battle was just all over the place for this one. He was absolutely ballistic in this, 21 points. Even right then, you can see Ike doing his best out to Nolan Hickman. He gets a big-time shot, too. Incredible start. Gonzaga's up 41-17, and they keep the pressure up. They end up winning this 113-54. And we spoke with the team post-game. on the battle, just doing so well with this one. 21 points, how he was just so dominant.
I always been like a second half player because it's like that's when it's crunch time, you know. I like to fill in the big games. I like I like to put a team away, and ultimately I just love competing, you know. So first half, you know, I kind of like to fill the team out, you know, see what's going on with the scouting report, and then second half I already know what's to come. So I'm loose, I'm ready.
Zags hit the road to play San Diego State on Monday, looking to avenge a 10-point home loss last December. Tip-off, 7 o'clock p.m. Now, Washington State men's basketball, they're in a slugfest tonight against the Iowa Hawkeyes. They fall 76-66 after leading by just 3 at halftime. But that 3-point difference, a tad misleading, however. Wazoo allowed an 8-0 Iowa run to nearly in the half, only scoring a late 3 to salvage a lead going into halftime. The Cougs next return to the friendly confines of Beasley Coliseum for their next game, hosting the Northern Colorado Bears. That's at 6:30 p.m., all leading up to an intra-state matchup against the Eastern Washington Eagles next Thursday night at Spokane Arena. The Eagle Mustangs and Coeur d'Alene Vikings compete tonight for a spot in the 6A title game in a rematch of last year's 7-6 Vikings win. But look at that. Goal line stop on 4th down. No good. Coeur d'Alene 14-0. The game remains. But now they're stopped on 4th down. The Vikings D shutting down the Mustangs. Back on 0. Short pass. Favor is returned. Interception for Eagle. Right back in business in this defensive second quarter. But look at Noah Burnham. He does not go down. Watch those burners firing off. Hurtling into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. And they are in the upset 28-14 to end the Vikings season. Lakeland and Hillcrest battled in the snow down south and saw their 21-6 lead for Lakeland erased. 42-28 defeated. This loss sends Hillcrest to the ICCU Dome in Pocatello for the 5A state championship game and ends the Hawk season at 9-3. The old saying goes, revenge sure is sweet, and boy, was that the case this Friday evening for the Kendrick Tigers, who sunk their teeth into the Logos Knights in a 52-26 rout to earn payback from their 31-game win streak snapping loss back a few weeks ago to the same Logos team. Now, Kendrick is back-to-back state champs at the 2A level, and they look to do it again next weekend against Butte County, who similarly won a blowout semifinal last night, too. Papa Murphy's is celebrating local athletes, and you can nominate and vote for a player of the month. Winners getting a pizza for a whole month from Papa Murphy's. Now, winners from this September are Braden Allen, football player from Ridgeline, Ellie McGowan from Post Falls High. You can nominate for both.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers. Gesundheit. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
There's no place like the road home. Receive a $5,500 bonus on a new 2024 Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid during the Season of Audi sales event.
Spokane's hottest music.
Break me so done with you, girl.
Man, I feel just like a rock star. Hot 96.9.
Sometimes life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day. Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions. We got you. Are we happy?
We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
This is for all lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
All right. Happy Friday. It's almost Saturday already. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you